I think now is a good moment to begin. So welcome everyone, Om Namo Narayani. Welcome Nadav. This is a very special evening. Tonight is actually the first of the Green Shakti concert series. So for the rest of the series, you can go to greenshakti.org. But we will also post all the information on all of our social media channels, so you'll be able to track the entire series. We're really excited to kick this off with Nadav. For some of you who are new to Green Shakti, just a few words. You know, Green Shakti is a non-for-profit organization in South India that's really making a huge difference in reforestation and tree planting, recycling. They actually manage 2 tons of waste each day in their zero waste management program. And they have created an array of fabulous educational programs for children so that children can connect to Mother Earth from an early age. It was founded by Sri Shakti Amma in 1996. And there's this one quote that I have always really loved from Amma, which says, "Planting a tree is the greatest service you can do for the world, because every living being will benefit from it." So with that, I want to introduce the incredibly talented, award-winning singer-songwriter Nadav Kahn, who spent most of his life touring with bands and writing and recording pop and folk records. But over the last 15 years, he really has spent a lot of time in India discovering and studying the mystical powers of Vedic chants and mantra, as well as delving into Kabbalah and those sacred prayers in his native tongue, which is Hebrew. So Nadav is incredibly inspired by the transformative power of music and the ancient science of vibration, meditation, and yoga. So Nadav, welcome. It's wonderful to have you. If you could just say a few words of welcome, tell us a little bit about what Green Shakti means to you.
Thanks, Sonia. And thank you all for having me and for joining us, and Natalie and Green Shakti for putting this whole amazing series together. Very excited to be a part of it. So what does Green Shakti mean to me? Well, different levels. On the level of any of you who have been to South India, to Malakodi, to Sri Shakti Narayani Amma's temple and village, and been to visit the Green Shakti works, it's a very inspiring space, because you really see how things work on an environmental front from the ground up, but in the context of rural India, and absolutely transforming the whole landscape, and more than that, transforming mindsets of people. And I think you mentioned this, it's about connecting people to nature. And that's, to me, what is so beautiful and so aligned to Sri Shakti Narayani Amma's message, which is about connection, the whole thing. And that's what we'll be doing today, exploring mantra. How do we connect with our inner selves? How do we go into the space, a deeper space of knowing ourselves, and using sounds to do that? And in the context of Green Shakti, it's really how do we connect with nature? How do we connect with the earth? How do we allow things to grow, to ripen, and to support just the whole evolution of the whole planet? Because without that, obviously, we are doomed. So really, it's the greatest opportunity. Like you said, planting every single tree is what makes a difference. But really understanding our capacity to be connected to nature. And for all of us who do live in cities and urban landscapes, you know, any of those opportunities are really wonderful. And whether it's planting a seedling on our balcony, or whether it's just cleaning up, or, you know, doing our different regeneration and you know, recycling works, all of that, you see that in this microcosm in India. And it's so beautiful to see, because it's so visceral, it's so real. you know?
That's beautifully expressed, Nadav. Thank you. I want to mention that this concert is the beginning of a number of concerts that were conceived to support the Green Shakti workers. So if you are inclined, I will make sure to put in the chat box the websites for Divine Love, World Charity, and Raise Lee, where you can make a donation if you feel moved to do so. So thank you, everyone. I think there are a few more people that are joining us. But with that, Nadav, I think we should begin. How do you want to start us off?
Well, perhaps we should all start with an Om. I always love starting with an Om. And Om is one of those, is the mantra. I suppose for me, it's the ultimate mantra. It's the all-encompassing everything. And we don't need to know the words. We don't need to think very hard. We just can allow connection and opening to that vast space of that sound, which is known as primordial sound, as the ultimate consciousness that encapsulates everything, all of existence, all of consciousness, all of being. So perhaps we can all, if you feel comfortable, to bring your palms together in front of your heart and just take a few breaths and take a moment to really drop into this space. We're all working with different time zones and different climates and different parts of the world, and we've had different experiences already in this day. So we just take a little moment to just drop into where we're at right now and scan our bodies and our emotional bodies and our mental bodies and our just all the feelings, anything at all that arises, and just notice and allow it to be. And then observe over the next 40 minutes or so what unfolds. And for me, the practice of mantra isn't about seeking some particular outcome. It's just about allowing the experience of connection, however it is, at any given time, because we're always changing, we're always transforming, we're always in a state of change, of course. So just allowing it to be as we are right now. And let us inhale the breath together. Sarvamangala Mangalye Sive Sarvata Sadike Sharanye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostude. Om Sarvamangala Mangalye Sive Sarvata Sadike Sharanye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostude. Om Sarvamangala Mangalye Sive Sarvata Sadike Sharanye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostude. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So I like to start my kirtans with a see. I'm just hearing some feedback. If it continues, I'll change that. Ooh, I'm seeing a little Rishi that's popped in there. My brother and Emily just had a baby 2 days ago. His name's Rishi, beautiful little boy. So it's always so nice to be chanting with people of all stages of life and evolution. And there's probably the most evolved among us right now. Still uncorrupted by the onset of ego and humanity and all the trials and things that we have to learn and unfold in this life. But I love to start with this invocation to the Guru. And just in this invocation, and I'll just recite it 3 times. If you know it, feel free to join in with me. I see it as calling in all of the different expressions of Guru. And Guru is the one that brings us from darkness to light. And we may have our physical gurus in our life, and we may have past gurus, and there may be future gurus, but ultimately the Guru is within us. And that's what the spiritual path keeps teaching us, to dive inward, to discover where we have the knowledge, where we have the knowing, where we have the insight. And everyone around us is our teacher, whether it's the 3-day-old baby, or the elder with the wisdom, or our physical guru, or our energetic gurus. And our teachers are everywhere. So this is that mantra that I see that brings us back into remembering the Guru is everywhere, within and without. So I call on that to start this practice. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Guruve Namaha. Guruve Namaha. So as we call in that activating force, that inner light, that guiding light within us, it is always customary to bring in the one who paves the way, the one who clears the obstacles, and that's Ganesh. So we're going to chant Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. And that's the mantra for those of you who don't know it, to open the way forward for us, to clear the way, to bring in more insight so that we can find the resourcefulness to overcome whatever it is that we need to overcome at any given time. So the context of doing a kirtan online means that it's a little harder to do the call and response where we all respond together and hear each other, because there's time delays and we're playing with time and space and continuum of all of the dimensions in the digital domain. So I'll chant and you just please feel free to join in. Maybe later on we'll do some things where I do a call and you do a response, but with this one the mantra is just Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namah. Gam Ganapataye Namah. Gam Ganapataye Namah. Gam Ganapataye Namah. Om Gam Ganapataye Namah. Gam Ganapataye Namah. Gam Ganapataye Namah. Gam Ganapataye Namah. Om Gam Ganapataye Namah. Gam Ganapataye Namah. Gam Ganapataye Namah. Gam Ganapataye Namah. Om Gam Ganapataye Namah. Gam Ganapataye Namah. Om Gam Ganapataye Namah. Gam Ganapataye Namah. Om Gam. And you've got to imagine that the drums are coming in and all the rest of the band. But we're still in Australia, it's a little bit different. Our context of isolation's changing a little now. Things are opening up. But still, there's no band. So we all have to envision that. We have to hear it. We have to hear all those drums and all the bells and all the other instruments playing along with us internally. The symphony plays on as we chant, and we call it in. And we call that clearing. We call the music in. And that's what Ganesha offers, that opportunity. Let's call that symphony always available to us to celebrate every moment. Om Gam Ganapataye Namah. Om Gam Ganapataye Namah. Gam Ganapataye Namah. Om Gam Ganapataye Namah. Om Gam Ganapataye Namah. Gam Ganapataye Namah. Gam Ganapataye Namah. Om 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 Gam Ganapataye Namah. Gam Ganapataye Namah. Om Gam Ganapataye Namah. Om Gam Ganapataye Namah. Gam Ganapataye Namah. Gam Ganapataye Namah. Om 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 Gam. There we go. The drums are coming in. I can see it. Om Gam Ganapataye Namah. Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapati Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapati Ganapataye Namaha. Maybe just take a moment, your eyes closed, just to bring vision to anything that you need clarity on, any part in your life. Calling in the spirit, this power of Ganesha, that elephant strength to just clear the way forward, to find solutions where solutions seem impenetrable. In our world where so much is playing out right now, we're watching transfixed to what's going on in the States and all the mayhem and confusion. And we keep being informed and told by all of our guides and teachers that insight is what's required, and wisdom. And without the wisdom, we keep playing out the same storylines, the same failings, the same mistakes, the same trials, and the same pain and suffering that keeps playing out. So with this path, with all of our paths, all our practices and all our prayers, we get to come back to that space where the inner knowing exists. And there we don't have to rely on our leaders who may not be leading as wisely as we'd like them to lead. And we don't have to rely on others around us. We come back to the inner power. There's a saying, a Sanskrit saying, Atma Vashan Sukham Paravashan Dukham, which means self-reliance is power, or happiness is sukha. And reliance and dependence brings on misery. So while we perceive that we're dependent on the governments and the systems, or that our happiness is dependent on the presence or not presence of a virus or anything else that happens in the world around us, we always can come back to that inner knowing, that inner strength, that inner capacity to recognize that that guru, like we chanted before, is available within, and the wisdom's already there. We just have to return to it. We just have to come back. And that's what mantra is so profoundly powerful for, because it's this bringer back. It brings us back inward. And like Shakti Amma has said before, mantra is like the superhighway. It's the fast track, the straight direct channel. So many practices take so long, but mantra can just bring us so instantly, change our vibratory nature, change our movement, open up the nadis, the systems, the chakras, all of these different systems, whether we understand them consciously or not, to allow us to fall into deeper connection. So many of you may have already been chanting this mantra for a long time, and it's been a mantra to support us through a time where we're dealing with great pain and confusion and uncertainty in the world with the coronavirus. And the words of the mantra are Om Krim Mahakali Sarvarogam Nasi Nasi. And for those of you who don't know it, perhaps Sonia will write it and share it in the chat if you'd like to follow the words. And it's a mantra to basically, that asks to remove, to eliminate the disease, to bring us into awareness and into connection with all of the powers that are available to us, all of the forces, and ask this energy that's known as Kali, Mahakali, the Supreme Kali, who can destroy the negativity and eliminate the disease and eliminate any affliction, any ailments, and any maladies of the soul, any pain, any suffering. All of that can be brought into attention as our connection comes back away from our different misunderstandings of life, perhaps. And it goes like this, so feel free to join me when you wish. We won't chant it for half an hour, as some of you have been chanting daily, or twice a day, or more than that. But we'll chant it for a few minutes. We don't have enough time to chant every mantra for too long tonight, this evening, today, this morning, wherever you are. Om Krim Mahakali Sarvarogam Nasi Nasi. 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 And just 3 more times. Om Krim Mahakali Sarvarogam Nasi Nasi. Om Krim Mahakali Sarvarogam Nasi Nasi. Om Krim Mahakali Sarvarogam Nasi Nasi Om Namo Narayani 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 So just beginning to get warmed up, and I'm already seeing that we're getting close to our time being done.
Not yet, Nadav. We're not
Not
ready
yet.
yet.
Okay, no
We're
problem.
not ready to let go.
Yeah.
I just want to mention, if anyone has any questions, Nadav graciously offered to answer them. So if you'd like to write them in the chat box, when Nadav is ready, we'll be able to have.
Yeah, we can talk, or it's better we just chant.
Yeah, or
just
better
keep
we just
singing,
chant. Let's see how we
find
do.
the answers within.
Yeah.
But absolutely open to all things, and also just reminding you all just that this is a beautiful opportunity to support the Green Shakti workers and to support all of those incredible efforts that Green Shakti is doing. For those of you who have been and spent time in that region, you've seen just the hills and the mountains, how beautiful and green they are, and how areas can be cleaned up and blossoming and blooming, whereas not far from there everything's still arid and all the rest of it. So it's really powerful stuff. So yeah, just encourage everyone to keep supporting these amazing initiatives. Which actually makes me think maybe we'll do a chant to this is a chant that is one of Amma's chants, but it's one that I did a cover of, if you want to, so to speak. And it's so a lot of them, the chants that I've just been chanting, by the way, you can find them, some of them on Spotify, on my page, on just under Nadav, this one included, and then others like the Mahakali isn't out yet on streaming sites, but it's available for download through Bandcamp. And that's just like half an hour, 40 minutes of just, tuning into that Mahakali cleaning energy. But this one is to Ganga, that nourishing force. So Ganga, the river that nourishes us. We all need the water of life for us to keep growing, to keep evolving. Every plant, every seedling, every human, every living being requires it. And this mantra calls the Ganga, the form of the mother, as that nourishing force, as that flowing water, that ever-flowing water, never ever ends. The ceaseless capacity for us to be supported and nourished, even when we think things seem bleak and disconcerting. Still, it's flowing. That river keeps flowing and keeps giving. And the words are Om Gangama, Gangama, Gangamai. So we call on this mother of the Ganga, Om Gangama, Gangama, Gangama. And we may say one of the sonic awakeners of the Ganga is the sound Gam. So Om Gam Gangaye Namaha. We allow ourselves to prostrate or to become connected to relish in this water of life, to receive its blessings graciously and with humility and give thanks to it. So it's like this. Om Gangama, Gangama, Gangamai. 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 Om Gam Gangaye Namaha. Om Gam Gangaye Namaha. 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 Gangama, Gangama, Gangamai. Gangama, Gangama, Gangamai. Gangama, Gangama, Gangamai. Gangama, Gangama, Gangamai. Hara Hara Ganga, and then you say Hara Hara Ganga, and I'll call it Jaya Jaya Ganga, and your turn. Hara Hara Ganga, Hara Hara Ganga, Gangama, and you go Gangama, like that. So Hara Hara Ganga, Jaya Jaya Ganga, Hara Hara Ganga, Gangama, Hara Hara Ganga, Jaya Jaya Ganga, Hara Hara Ganga, Gangama, Hara Hara Ganga, Jaya Jaya Ganga, Hara Hara Ganga, Gangama. I'll do the responses as well, so I can not pretend I'm hearing you, but tune in. So Hara Hara Ganga, Jaya Jaya Ganga, Jaya Jaya Ganga, Hara Hara Gangama, Gangama. Gangama, Gangama, Gangamai. Gangama, Gangama, Gangamai. Gangama, Gangama, Gangamai. Gangama, Gangama, Gangamai. Gam Gangaye Namaha. Gam Gangaye Namaha. Gam Gangaye Namaha. Gam Gangaye Namaha. Gangama, Gangama, Gangamai. Gangama, Gangama, Gangamai. Gangama, Gangama, Gangamai. Gangama, Gangama, Gangamai. Do we have time for one more?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Love it, Nadav. Take us away.
Okay, so we can finish with a mantra that sends the blessings to everyone, all beings everywhere, all humans, plants, animals, life, and not just life here as we know it, life in the other dimensions, life in the spaces beyond, life in the other realms, the other worlds, whether we can see them or understand them or not. So we call in the blessing to ensure that all beings everywhere are happy, healthy, and free. That the ones really suffering right now that we're watching on CNN and in the world, and the people that are experiencing the hardships of the virus, and the people who have been taken, all their work has been taken from them, and everyone who's got the different dimensions of experience. We all experience something through this time. So this mantra is Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Yeah, and this one's also on the Bandcamp. This one hasn't been released yet on streaming sites, but it'll come soon. But I just wanted to at least make it available. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Oh, Nadav, thank you so much.
Thank you.
That
Thank
was
you all
really glorious.
so much for joining in and being a part of this. Thanks
It's
for
a
holding the space, creating this together. So beautiful
very
to see
special,
everyone's
special energy.
faces all over the place, all over the planet,
Yeah,
connecting.
I think tonight you were very much like a tree. You have light and you brought us a lot of oxygen. So that's perfect. So thank you so much, Nadav.
Thank you, Sonia. Thanks
Thank
for
you for
holding
your
the space.
beautiful music. Thank you, Green
Thanks,
Shakti.
Malcolm. Yeah, thanks, Green Shakti. Thanks, Natty, for coordinating and making it all happen as you do.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And just a reminder, this is the first of the Green Shakti concert series. Nadav is our first rock star. And next week, we have on Tuesday the 9th for North America and Wednesday the 10th for Australia, we have Ohad Omkar Kirtan, and he'll be the second of the concert series. So
yeah, for those of you who don't know him, he's a brother from another mother. Ido and I have spent years playing with him. He was my flatmate. He's awesome. So definitely tune in and enjoy his beautiful Omkar sounds.
Super. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to this incredible community. We all have so much gratitude for one another. And thank you for bringing so much peace, delight, and oxygen to our space, Nadav.
Om Namo Narayani.
Om Namo Narayani, everyone. Have a wonderful evening, morning, afternoon, and we'll see you on Zoom somewhere in a Mahakali chant. Nadav, you have to see all the love coming your way in the chat box.
Beautiful. Thanks.
Just so you know.
Thank you guys. Thanks, everybody.
Good night,
Yeah,
everyone.
And thank you, Nadav, for kicking off. Thank you for kicking off this.
Yeah, welcome. Thanks for having me.
First time we've ever done this before, and we can only do it thanks to COVID. So we've got to like give thanks to difficult times.
All the opportunities that COVID's given, right? The unexpected opportunities. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Take care, everybody. Look after yourselves.
Thanks for coming from all over the world.
We will all connect in the flesh, in the physical form, in the near future, and the world will open up to us all again.
Good night, everyone. Thank you.